Stop using caffeine to fix your mornings. Because the truth is, it's not fixing anything, it's just delaying the crash. Every time you reach for that cup of coffee the moment you wake up, you're not gaining energy. You're borrowing it, while your biology quietly works against you. And that constant cycle of grogginess, temporary alertness, and eventual burnout. It's not normal. It's engineered by the way you're living. But what if you could wake up already alert, already focused, already energized, without needing anything external? Today, we're not talking about basic sleep tips. We're going deeper. We're going to reprogram the way your brain and body transition from sleep to peak performance by hacking the systems that actually control your energy. This is about rewiring your internal chemistry so that waking up feels effortless and staying energized becomes your default state. Because once you understand this, mornings stop being something you survive and start becoming your biggest advantage. Right now, most people rely on caffeine as their primary tool to feel awake. But caffeine doesn't actually give you energy. It blocks a molecule in your brain called adenosine. Adenosine is what builds up throughout the day and creates that feeling of sleep pressure. When you sleep properly, your brain naturally clears it out. But when you wake up and immediately consume caffeine, you're not allowing your body to finish that process. You're simply covering up the signal. The adenosine is still there, waiting. And when the caffeine wears off, it all hits you at once. That's your crash. So instead of masking fatigue, the goal is to eliminate it at the source. The first shift is simple but powerful. Delay caffeine for about 90 minutes after waking. This allows your body's natural cortisol rhythm to peak the way it's designed to. Cortisol isn't the enemy, it's your built-in wake-up signal. When you let it rise naturally, it helps clear residual adenosine and prepares your brain for sustained alertness. This one change alone can transform how stable your energy feels throughout the day. But there's something even more important than caffeine timing, and that's light. Within the first 10 minutes of waking up, your brain is incredibly sensitive to light exposure. This is where your circadian rhythm, the internal clock that controls your sleep and wake cycles, gets calibrated. When you expose your eyes to low-angle sunlight early in the morning, it sends a signal directly to your brain that it's time to be awake. This triggers dopamine production, increases alertness, and starts a timer that will later help you fall asleep more easily at night. And this isn't about standing in direct sunlight for an hour. Even a few minutes of natural light, especially outdoors, is enough to initiate the process. It's one of the most powerful, yet most overlooked ways to control your energy. Now, let's talk about something most people never consider: temperature. Your body temperature plays a massive role in how alert or tired you feel. In fact, your core temperature naturally rises when you wake up and drops when you prepare for sleep. If you learn to control this, you can essentially tell your body when to switch states. One of the fastest ways to boost alertness in the morning is through cold exposure. Whether it's a cold shower, cold water on your face, or even stepping into a cool environment, this sudden drop in temperature triggers the release of norepinephrine, a chemical that sharpens focus and increases energy almost instantly. It also activates cold shock proteins, which support cellular resilience and recovery. It's uncomfortable, yes, but that discomfort is exactly what creates the shift. On the opposite end of the day, heat becomes your ally. Exposing your body to warmth in the evening through a hot shower, bath, or even a sauna causes your core temperature to rise temporarily. But once you step out, your body rapidly cools down. And that drop is what signals your brain that it's time to sleep. This rebound cooling effect helps you fall asleep faster and improves the depth of your sleep cycles, especially the stages responsible for recovery and memory consolidation. And if you want to take it even further, controlling your sleep environment can make a huge difference. Your body sleeps best when it's slightly cool. That's why advanced cooling mattresses and temperature-regulated sleep systems are becoming more popular. They adjust throughout the night to keep your body in the optimal range for uninterrupted sleep. Because every time your body overheats, even slightly, it increases the chances of waking up or disrupting your sleep cycles without you even realizing it. Now let's shift to light again, but this time at night. Modern environments are flooded with artificial light, especially blue light from screens. This type of light suppresses melatonin, the hormone responsible for making you feel sleepy. So even if you feel tired, your brain is being told to stay awake. Reducing blue light exposure after sunset can dramatically improve your ability to fall asleep. This doesn't mean you have to sit in complete darkness, it means being intentional. Warmer lighting, dimmer environments, and limiting screen use can help your brain transition into sleep mode naturally. Some people go even further by using red light or infrared light in the evening. These wavelengths don't interfere with melatonin production and may even support cellular repair and mitochondrial function, helping your body recover more efficiently while you sleep. And then there's one of the most powerful upgrades you can make: automating your environment. Imagine your lights gradually turning on in the morning, mimicking a natural sunrise. Instead of being jolted awake by an alarm, your body slowly transitions out of sleep as melatonin decreases and cortisol rises. This creates a much smoother wake-up experience and reduces that heavy, disoriented feeling most people start their day with. Now let's talk about fuel. Your brain doesn't just run on glucose, it can also run on ketones. And ketones provide a cleaner, more stable source of energy without the spikes and crashes associated with sugar. By introducing exogenous ketones in the morning, you can give your brain immediate access to this alternative fuel source, helping you feel sharp and focused without needing a heavy meal. At the same time, being strategic about when and what you eat matters. A high-carb breakfast can trigger an insulin spike, which often leads to a mid-morning crash. Instead, aligning your nutrition with your body's natural rhythms, focusing on balanced macronutrients, and timing your meals properly can help maintain steady energy levels throughout the day. And then there's supplementation. Certain compounds can help bridge the gap between recovery and performance. L-theanine, for example, promotes a calm but focused state, especially when combined with caffeine later in the day. Magnesium threonate supports brain function and relaxation, making it easier to wind down at night while also improving cognitive clarity. But the real power comes from combining these strategies into a system. Because energy isn't just about one habit, it's about how everything works together. Your sleep, your light exposure, your temperature, your nutrition, your movement, they all interact. And when they're aligned, something incredible happens. Your energy becomes consistent, your focus becomes sharper, and that afternoon slump that used to feel inevitable disappears. To sustain this, you need feedback. Tracking things like heart rate variability and sleep quality can give you insight into how your body is responding. It allows you to adjust your routines in real time, pushing harder when your body is ready and recovering when it needs it. And during the day, small bursts of movement can keep your energy stable. You don't need long workouts, just brief moments of activity. A short walk, a few push-ups, even stretching. These micro movements help maintain dopamine levels and prevent that gradual dip in energy that most people experience in the afternoon. Over time, this becomes your personal protocol, not something generic, but something tailored to your biology. Because your body changes with seasons, with stress, with lifestyle. And the more you pay attention to those signals, the more precise you can become in optimizing your energy. This isn't about doing everything perfectly. It's about understanding the levers you can pull and using them intentionally. Because once you stop fighting your biology and start working with it, you don't just wake up with energy, you live in it. And that changes everything. So instead of asking how to survive your mornings, start asking how to engineer them. Because the way you wake up determines how you show up. And once you master that, you're not just improving your sleep, you're upgrading your entire life.